Yo, welcome to Line Podcast. Like it or not, the livest show in the O. We ready to go. I got the good guys gang. To my right, it's old grumpy bastard.
Suck wind, everybody.
Straight ahead, welcome back, Clemmy.
Good evening.
And over here, welcome back, Mr. Hector.
Shit.
And I'm your host, Mr. Toke. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to the show, everybody. Omar called out today. Hex in the area. We like, yo,
Let's
come
get
through.
it. Come eat.
Let's do it.
Yo, I pop up like a pimple on prom night, baby. You dig?
He got the bat signal.
Yeah,
It was the lion signal, you know what I mean? And I come through.
Yeah, like Thundercats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how
This is what you heard?
Yeah.
we coming through. That's how we
Yeah.
coming through. And we coming through live today too, bro.
Yeah, and Clemmy's back, man.
Yo,
Welcome back, bro.
feeling good, baby.
Bro, I missed you, man.
Thank you, bro. This is life right now.
I was quiet about your situation to respect your situation, but for those that don't know, because Clemmy is a friendly line and people care. Yeah, he had a loss. He had a serious loss, man, and his sister just passed, and yeah, he's dealing with some hard things the last couple weeks. So we're just gonna be there for him and support and show him love, man. Welcome back.
Condolences, fam. Real
Thank
talk,
you, bro. Hey, y'all sent some flowers to us, bro, and it like brightened the day for everybody.
You see that one back there? She was the one that arranged it. We just
Thank
we
you.
just
So,
we just funded it.
It was like one of those days where everybody was down and the doorbell rang and the flowers was there.
Yeah.
And everybody was like,
Yeah, my sister was right away. She was like, "We got to get him flowers."
and it was like,
was
it
like,
was the
absolutely.
perfect thing. I appreciate you so
Yeah,
much. Thank you.
absolutely.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all, bro.
Well, we love you, man.
Love y'all too,
And
man.
Whatever
I felt so much
hurts
love.
you, hurts the team, man. Hurts the pride. So,
Missed you. Glad you're back.
how you doing, OGB?
I'm outstanding.
Good shit.
Ready for the
man.
holiday weekend.
Oh my God!
Fourth.
Happy 4th, everybody. It's good
Yes.
it's good to be in the building. So, inspired or not, prejudice is a burden that confuses the past, threatens the future, and renders the present inaccessible. Maya Angelou. I thought that was
I think
very.
that is very,
I thought that was very fitting for
Yeah.
for today.
yeah, I think so too.
You know what I mean, for the situation.
I think so too.
Because I mean, it's just and since that I did a twofer just because you've been gone so long. Kenny.
You gave me two inspires.
Bro, you know I had to do it, man.
Love you, bro.
This one, I think you're gonna like this one too, man.
Okay, I like that.
Activism
Okay.
is my rent for living on the planet.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. I like that.
Alice Walker
Oh.
said that.
Deep.
Yeah, I liked both of those. I thought both of those were deep, and I was just like, you know what? Let's go with two for today. There's a lot, man.
That one sticks.
Yeah, man. But Clemmy's back. We about to get litty like a stripper titty.
Okay.
So I hurt my thumb though.
How you do that?
I fucked up my thumb playing basketball, man. Yeah.
So, side note, he thought he was 16 again. You know, he threw on the kicks.
Okay.
Was like, you know what? I'm gonna lace him up. I'm ready to go.
Let's do this.
Pass me the ball.
And he
That's
was
kind of what happened, actually.
Feed me.
He was looking like Uncle Drew, but not with Uncle Drew's skills.
Damn.
Because the only reason I could say that is because it's happened to me.
Okay.
Because the first time I got on the court, I'm like, yo, I got this.
Yeah, let's do this.
In my mind, yo, I was
You're a
in
star.
running it all
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, you're a star.
My body was like, yo, you 401k in pension right now, G. So I know.
Oh man.
Hector's like, I hope he didn't play good. I hope he didn't play good.
Tell me I'm not the only one.
Right.
Oh shit! No, but man, my thumb went back, man. It was bad. So when I pop up at the hospital because the whole Corona thing now, they because it was like 8:00, so the Centric Care was just closing when I tried to get there.
Oh man.
So I'm like, fuck, man. So I basically now I'm pissed because this was gonna be an easy scoop and score. I was still in Lake Mary. I was like, all right, I'm just gonna swoop in here, get this shit fixed, numbed real quick.
Right.
Now it was in my head. Now I'm like, fuck it. I'm going home to smoke. I'm gonna fucking figure this out. I gotta get, I gotta, cause there's coronavirus and shit, bro. So like, it was in my head. Like, I don't want to just go pick up some shit. Let me plan this out strategically. So I'm like, all right.
Man.
So after I smoked and shit,
Right.
now I'm looking at it,
Yeah.
freaking the fuck out, cause my thumb's like bent backwards.
Was it throbbing?
Oh, dude, it was bad. It was bad. I had an ice bag on that bitch, bro. It was just a full ice. So every time I pulled it out, I scared myself. I was like, nah, go back.
You're still kind of in a denial phase because you're like, no.
Right.
No.
I'll be all
Not
right.
bad.
No,
I'll be
I
all
gotta go
right.
take
Then you
this
look at
away.
it and you're like, oh God, no, it's
Exactly.
not all right. It's not all right.
So
I need professional help.
It's exactly what happened. I was like, yo, I need professional help. I gotta go. So I didn't know if they were gonna give me drugs. So I called Jackie. I was like, Jackie, you gotta get to my place.
Wow.
Because she was gonna come over
So
anyway.
all both
that
of y'all
night.
got to get corona now.
No. But she was gonna come over to my place anyway, and then I was like, shit. So she decided she wasn't. So she was pissed that she had to come to my house.
Right.
So I'm like,
man.
but so I sent her a picture. I was like, but look at this.
Oh,
So
man.
she was like, all right, I'm on my way. So she came, and then she was a soldier, man. We were there till like midnight, dude.
Wow.
And fucking on a Monday night. So so I go into the waiting room, or I go into the fucking. There was no waiting room. They had put me right into a room.
By
No
yourself,
touching,
no,
nothing. You go
that's
right
what's
through. No visitors. Like you come right in. Jackie ain't coming in anyway.
No.
So basically, I go back there. My phone was dying. So I'm like, oh no, now my phone's dying. Now I can't even call her. So I hit her up. I was like, baby, just wait it out. You know what I mean? I'll let you know if it's bad, and then I'll just send you to go, and I'll find a way home. She's like, baby, I'm not leaving you. And I was like, all right, cool. So now I'm freaking the fuck out because my phone battery's dying, and I can't look at my phone because my phone was keeping me from looking at my thumb.
Whoa, bro.
So now I'm in this
Panic
fucking
attack.
room. I can't talk to Jackie. I can't look at my phone. So now I'm just staring at this fucked up thumb, dude. And I'm like, man, this is freaking me the fuck out. So the doctor comes in, fucking, he goes, so anesthesia or no anesthesia? And I go, and he looks at me straight like,
Are you fucking
and I go,
serious?
he goes, I like the joke. And I go, obviously, bro, look at my fucking thumb, man. I do whatever. Hurry up. Let's go. You've been out this bitch for like fucking 30 minutes, bro. I've been sitting here alone. My phone went dead.
I need
Fucking.
human contact.
So this dude's like, all right. So he goes and he fucking comes back in and he's like, all right. Or the nurse, right? So she starts talking my ear off. She's like, I'm a good storyteller. Blah, 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 blah. So she's like, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to numb your thumb. And we're just gonna pull it back in. Now, for anybody that didn't see the thumb, it wasn't just bent back; it was twisted too slightly. It was like the worst kind of fucking shit you could do. So my knuckles sitting like counterclockwise and shit. So she was like, "We're just gonna come in here and basically numb it, and then you won't feel a thing. You just look the other way." And I said, "Damn, that's good," because I wanted to know the procedure. I was like, "What happens here?" Because I've never had this happen. So she does that shit, and so they come and numb it. Finally, dude, after forever. It didn't go numb, and they're like thinking it's going numb right away. They're like, all right. And I'm like, no, I still feel it. They were like, do you feel it or do you feel it? I said, I feel it, motherfucker. I feel it, dude. And there's nothing that numb about this thumb right now, bro. So
No difference.
So he's like, all right, man. So basically, he sits there and she's telling me stories. I'm like, lady, I don't give a fuck about
Right,
your
my hand is
stories.
hurting.
Yeah, I'm freaking the fuck out about this doctor ready to pull the fucking thumb to go home early on his shift and shit. So they get the x-rays and all that shit happens. And then finally, dude, they leave for like 5. He said he's going to go for 5 minutes. He comes back like in 10, 15 minutes. It still was throbbing. I'm like, dude, I still feel this. She comes back in first. She goes, you ready to go? And I was like, no, it still hurts. I need more anesthesia. She goes, you're a big guy. You can't handle it. I said, you told me that shit would be numb and I wouldn't feel anything. And if I look away, nothing's gonna happen. And she's like, yeah, so it's not numb yet? And then so she goes to my arm like this. She goes like this. She goes, all right. She goes like that. You feel that? I'm like, yeah. And I was like, she goes, wait a minute. And she goes, look away. And I'm like, what is that gonna do? She goes, look away. And I was like, and so she goes, you feel that? And I was like, yeah. So she goes, she flicked my thumb. And I go, ah. And she goes, that didn't hurt. That was a late we're good. Doctor, he called. So she calls him in, and I'm like, no. I need more anesthesia. Dude, this bitch is crazy. This fucking bitch is crazy. Now I don't like this nurse.
Right.
So, because she was like all smooth and shit, and now she's fucking,
She can't let her play with your
dude,
mind.
I'm freaked the fuck out, man. My shit is looking all different and shit, and I'm freaking the fuck out. Like he's just gonna pull. I ain't ready for that. And I want to be numb. Shit, I was sold on the numb story. I'm numb. Look away. You ain't feeling a thing. So he comes in and starts doing his talk. So he's like, we're gonna be okay. So you're not, he's poking it, and I'm like, I still feel it, man. I still feel it. He's like, look, man, she goes, it's only gonna get so numb. I was like, that's not what you said at the beginning.
Right.
That was not the agreement. You said it was completely numb. I was like, yeah, you just put something. He was like, all right. And then at that point, something in my brain was just like, fuck it, dude. And I looked away, and dude, I regret it. Bro,
Immediately.
Bro, yeah, like when fucking what's his name jumps in that fucking.
I immediately
regret this decision, bro. He grabbed that fucking thing and it went, and I was like, I slumped into my bed, dude. I'm surprised I didn't lose consciousness.
Break a sweat.
Oh yeah, totally. Cold sweat everywhere, dude. My whole body, everything. Oh, even under arms, everything. I sunk into my fucking bed, dude. And I was yelling, fuck, even after it was done. I was like, fuck, that was so fucked. And I was like, thank you. At the end, and then he's like rubbing it like that. I was like, don't touch it no more, dude. He's like, I'm just rubbing it. I'm not touching. I was like, no, I'm good, dude. It was like abuse. I was like, I just want out of here, man. Just fucking give me my shit.
It had to give you some relief when it went back in, though.
So no, that's what my mom asked me. She was like, was it relief? I was like, no, it fucking wasn't. It hurt for like at least 20 seconds afterward. And then fucking the best part is at the end. So he comes up to me after I'm in the room. They make me like wait another like 20, 30 minutes for paperwork and shit. So he comes in the room and he goes, is it numb now? And I go, yeah. He goes, ha, and he yells at the nurse. He goes, it's numb now, he says. I go, you're a fucking asshole. I'm out of here, man. What kind of fucking shit is this, bro? You believe that, Hector?
Yo, did you go to like the modern day Dr.
Baldwin ER?
Like,
Baldwin Park ER, man. You would have thought the rich folks. They ain't. They was mean.
Dr. Mangala.
His name was Yusuf. Dr. Yusuf or Yusuf, but without the E.
Right.
Yeah.
No, you weren't safe at all, bro.
Yusuf.
I bet you came from the Gulag in old Soviet Union.
It was fuck Yusuf. Fuck that shit, man. I didn't. Yeah, they hit me back going, hell, you want to come check in? I was like, no, I'm done, bro. So, but what Heck said though, that's what Jackie was saying. They were like, you can't be out there playing with the young guys anymore.
Out,
I said that ain't got shit to do with that. That's a thumb.
So
That can happen to anybody.
that's unavoidable.
Right.
That's not an age thing. That happens to everybody.
Tell me, preach, Mike.
The thumb jam does not discriminate.
Thank you.
But when your
Did everybody hear that?
When your thumb get mangled on
but if
the
it was a
bounce
knee-
pass, your ass may be old.
If it was knees or back,
That was a fucking hard pass.
Was
This
it?
motherfucker.
You weren't ready for it either.
No, I was overly ready. I
overly
blocked
ready?
the pass with my thumb, but my thumb wasn't ready. My thumb wasn't back yet. Everything was ready except for my thumb.
His reaction time wasn't
See,
ready.
maybe that was it. Yeah.
That's what it was.
So
Hey,
that
how
was
the
the age thing,
heck-
after all.
How hard did he throw the ball where your thumb?
He jumped up straight up in the air, and he was a smaller dude, so he knew he ran out of decisions because I jumped up with him. So then he was like, he took both hands and telegraphed his pass coming across court. I didn't know it was a cross court pass. For all I know, he's throwing something in the middle, whatever it was. I put my thumb down like that, boom, and it hit while my thumb was straight on my thumb, dude, and he threw a rocket fucking pass, dude. It was a fucking rocket pass. So much so when I popped, I was like, oh, I've heard that before, but usually it's your whole thumb that swells up down here and all this shit. Nah, the top of my knuckle right here
is out.
back, bro. That bitch went back, and this shit got lodged down here sideways and shit, bro. It was all sorts of fucked up, bro. It was bad, man. It was bad.
There's a lot of nerve endings in your fingers, man.
Yeah.
That shit's more painful than you think.
Yeah,
Dang, yeah.
for sure, man. But
I know when you posted that picture, I looked at it. I was like,
It was gross.
I got queasy, and I'm at the house.
I don't like to post stuff like that, but I was like, you know what? That's a mild queasy. That's not like an ankle break or
Yeah,
something
no,
like that,
no,
or a
no.
knee break or the knee coming out. I've seen,
Yeah, I
playing
broke one-
basketball.
hey,
You've
yeah.
seen it all. You know how that
Yeah.
goes.
I can testify to that. I broke my knee. I puked instantly. It was just either that or pass out. Like I dislocated my shoulder real bad. Took them 4 hours to put it in. I passed out like 3 fucking
See, that's
times.
a hard one, she said. She goes,
Yeah.
those are the hard ones.
Yeah.
You cry for that shit.
Yeah. Then they just said, "Hey, we got an anesthesia." I was like, "Motherfuckers!" After 4 hours, it's like, "Why the fuck did you knock me out?"
No,
Yeah,
man.
I've been witness on the court to somebody's knee dislocating.
Yeah,
And when I tell
I
you,
can't watch that shit. I had it happen. I can't watch that.
Yo.
Or Achilles going out, man.
yo,
that shit.
I
boy.
heard the pop. Oh, and then
Those
I
are the
saw the
worst.
skin fold under.
Yeah,
the knee.
it's like, you see shit go the wrong way. It's like, ugh.
That just made me fucking get goosebumps all down my body, dude.
Oh my.
That is
Yeah.
cringing, bro.
You got his name was Omar. He played freshman basketball with us. Tall, skinny black kid.
Oh, I remember him.
Yes.
Yeah, he
had
was
like-
on. He was on our JV team.
Yeah.
He was
It-
on our JV team.
It was him
Big
over,
O.
over one of the summers, B.
And he always had the weak knees.
Yep.
He did, man. He always because
He was like,
you know that player that you play with, and that's where they're tender. They're
Yep.
tender in that
Yo,
area.
he was like
That
Kevin
young.
Garnett, like he had that skill
Damn.
set, but
bad
yo,
knees.
he had the George Jefferson knees, baby. Like,
He had
Yeah.
knees like a fucking sandhill crane.
yeah.
We're gonna take a break. We'll be right back. Welcome back,
Real mammal.
Chip,
Lion Podcast.
Real animal.
Chip,
Mr. Heck sitting shotgun.
Real mammal.
Chip.
We
Clap
we a mammal.
Real animal.
Manimal.
Real mammal.
I always thought that was crazy how enamel and
Yeah.
animal
Yeah.
are kind of like the same thing. Like
Yeah.
enamel for your mouth, enamel, or an animal.
Animal.
It's how you say it. Enamel, animal.
Animal.
You never thought of
One
that?
with an E, one with an A. I can get that.
Play with words long enough, you notice all that dumb shit.
Listen, mind blown emoji.
Wow.
That's what just happened right there.
Wow. In your face.
So,
Let's do
how's
this.
everybody motherfucking doing? I'm doing great because Ghislane Maxwell got bagged. She just got arrested. Jeffrey
Yo, so we
Epstein.
taking bets?
Yes.
Yeah.
So what's the over under?
They got her.
I'm giving her 30 days before apparent
I
suicide.
think
I give a
30 days.
I
You
give
got
us-
the under on 30.
I give her a
That's a fucking good bet
yeah.
for the over.
'Cause
I think she could last 30.
I think she could last.
How
a little
long
bit
was Epstein in jail? 2 months.
Yeah.
He rode the bull for 2 months
But you also got to remember
before
they just
the Clintons murdered him.
they just arrested her. She can stay.
Everybody.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
She can,
Everybody had a
allegedly,
knife in that one.
She can stay in lockup for as long as they want, especially with the whole the Patriot Act and everything like that. Like
They don't even need a reason.
they don't even need a reason. They can keep you locked up before you even see a judge.
I think she don't. I think they don't touch her because if they touch her, then Epstein. It's like it's like the cat's out. It like whatever she knows, whoever knows it now is coming.
No,
out.
she's gonna. What's
Bro,
gonna happen?
because it's more than her. and
Did you
Epstein
listen
that
to the
know.
last show?
No, I haven't.
We talked about don't apologize. You damn it!
Yeah, I know. Fuck you doing?
Dershowitz was the last show that we released. Dershowitz,
Yeah,
during
yes.
Dershowitz came out, and that's the Epstein's old lawyer, and he released a bunch of names because he's a lawyer. He has access to all the accusations
Oh,
from Virginia Guffey.
okay.
Right? So he released all this shit to make it look like take the pressure off him because he got accused of having sex with Virginia Guffey or receiving sexual favors is how it was put.
Right.
So now the people he released, the owner of Victoria's Secret, Leslie Wexler, fucking Arud Barak from fucking the Israel's former prime minister.
Right.
So now with Prince Andrew and all that shit, my old conspiracy theory is becoming a fucking theory, man.
Right.
This thing. So what that proves is that it's also going to be bigger than what you know because this is one girl. This is one girl. If they're
Right.
child trafficking all these people, think about where that tree branches out to. So, dude, I'm looking smarter and smarter from that shit I said a long time ago when I was crazy as fuck. But it's true. But my only question about this is, why would the FBI arrest her now? Because they want her dead.
Where was she arrested at?
Yeah, where's she found?
New Hampshire at 8:30 yesterday morning?
All right,
Yeah,
so-
or this morning, maybe?
So if she was found in the
I have to look at
States, more than likely they knew where she was at the whole time, and they were just waiting for the right
They
moment.
said, well, that's the other weird thing. They said that she has been in the U.S. and several
She
times since she's
couldn't
been
leave.
gone. But that's my point. Like, if they wanted her, they would have got her a long time ago.
It's a distraction from whatever's about to happen.
Right.
So now
I think they took her because they're about to kill her. I think you're right about you might be right about the under. I'm not going to bet heavy on the over there.
So here, let me
might be a good bet for Hector.
Let me rephrase that. If
she might be gone by tomorrow.
If she doesn't get bail, then I'll put it a little bit longer. I'll say we'll go halfway between 60 to 90 days. So I'll go 70. 70 days.
I like that.
If she doesn't get bail. But if she gets bail, it's going to be within the next 30 days. It's going to be an accident.
Oh, if she's out in public, shit.
No, she's
she gets bail.
Look, man.
I think
This is the
you know
thing.
what I really think, and you can have it. I think they let her tell her side of the story.
FBI in 1998 were confronted by the girl that they said, or a girl's mom that he was having sex with that was underage. She went to the FBI. She went to the fucking FBI. She told them everything. They said, okay, so we'll call you back. They never called her back. This was back in the 1990s. All right, follow me now. So if you fast forward to now, the FBI just picked her up.
Right.
And now Epstein's dead. It's because they want the people with the information fucking dead. You have to arrest them to kill them.
Bro.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, who are they gonna who's she gonna cop a deal with? Like, because the powers
Because
that be
she
are the
knows
ones
it
that
all,
are,
dude.
that are, yeah.
She might remember, because
Exactly.
girls,
They're the
they
guilty
always
party.
remember more than guys. So she might even know shit. And she's in like
Weird
tons of
numbers,
pictures with
yeah.
Trump too, bro.
Yeah.
With Epstein too, included. I mean, dude, so many names are implicated in this, dude. It's fucking
So many powerful names that they're all going like, okay, you got this one this time. I got last.
Yeah.
That's your turn.
I paid last time.
Yeah.
It's your turn to pay.
If she
so many
gets
people.
bail, mark my words. If she gets any type of bail where she's going to be out in the public, it's going to be an accident. It's going to be some type of accident.
Hey, but to Corey,
like
to
that,
what the Corey said about women being smarter, don't you think on some kind of way she's got a dossier or something?
But you know how easy it is.
This goes back to my theory though.
That if
She got
something
a
happened to her,
She got a poker
richest-
chip somewhere.
yeah, if
I
something
got you.
happened to her,
No, she ain't shit but a pawn, bro.
She gotta get out of
Because
jail free
You're
card.
talking about the elite. You're talking about the richest, most powerful people that control oil and own Hyatt motels and shit.
Right.
You're talking about the most powerful people, the prime minister of Israel.
Yeah.
Right,
Think about this.
But I'm saying
She's
what I'm
dead.
saying, bro.
No,
what
but
I'm
is
saying-
she the scapegoat? Is she the Ollie North?
So if she has a
She
backup
got-
plan, I see
What
where
do you
you're
mean
coming
by that?
from.
What do you
Like
mean by
maybe she
that?
has like a dossier
I think
or
she
proof.
got like where Epstein was shady on his proof and what he had to say. I think this lady got concrete, so they're gonna let her talk.
What do you mean by that, Clemmy?
I think she has.
She probably got pictures.
She's got a poker chip.
She
dude.
got
Yeah, but
everything.
That's why she's dead.
No, but the reason why they let her talk, they let her leak out enough that it would be hurtful but not harmful.
Yep.
Let her do her time.
Interesting.
And then they let this shit go away.
I don't
Okay, because
know.
she's
I don't
worth
know,
more
man.
alive, bro.
I don't know. I think they were looking for the whole.
Everybody already knew.
They wasn't
I think
looking
this.
for her. If they want her, they could have had her.
Look,
I think since we just talked about it, dude, think about this. Wait, let me say one more thing. If this is true too, think about the coronavirus, right? If this implicates all the biggest country and prime ministers and people that run shit in other countries, think about what the coronavirus affects.
Right.
Every country,
Right.
right?
Uh-huh.
What if the coronavirus was man-made just to fucking make the child pedophile rank at very fucking top? Fucking people not talk about it. And since now people are talking about it because Dershowitz released those fucking names, so now people are talking about it again. Now it's plan B. We weren't talking about it before.
Second wave.
Now kill that. Arrest that bitch. Kill that bitch.
But I still think she's worth more alive than dead.
So
because
to us, she is.
No,
the
reason why is if they can shape her story where she put it all on Jeff Epstein, make him a monster. Never really.
She was implicated with the girls that the girls
right.
saw her.
They
She was in the room doing sexual favors with her.
She take the route, bro. She take the route. But her story, how she tells the story, because people gonna believe what she say more at this point. She gonna take the route. Yeah, we screwed y'all over. We fucked y'all up.
It's more than that. I mean,
Right.
they were
And what you
14-year-old
say-
girls.
Right. And what you say may be true. but they gonna put all of it on Jeff Epps. A dead man tells no tales, bro.
But what you're missing though is she was participating in the sexual act. She wasn't just recruiting these people. She was getting naked and fucking them, dude.
Right.
So she's fucked.
Or
She's fucked.
to your point, they arrested her.
Right.
They're gonna let her talk.
Right.
But none of that's gonna get released. They're gonna. So me being the FBI, or me being the powers that be, you know what?
But they already know though.
But no,
They're them.
Let's see what she actually knows. Because let's say it's one of those things where it's small things where maybe it's not the elite that's going down. It's a couple of small players.
Yeah.
And the elite's like, you know what? Let's go ahead and let her live. Because we can get rid of those small players,
right?
But let it come out and
So you're trying to see the good side of it,
It's
and
no
I'm
good.
looking at it from an evil side.
They're gonna see.
Well, you see what I'm saying?
Right, but-
I see what you're saying now.
Right.
So you're saying basically, hopefully, there's more good guys out there that are gonna see this and go, "Hey, all right, wait a minute. Let's play our cards right. Let's
Right.
let her talk." And let's get
No,
collect the info.
It's only the CD and
then
E
find out
players.
who the real guys we got
because,
fucking
because what they're gonna
exterminate
do
are.
is this is how they're gonna play.
But this
it.
is my take to rebuttal that, though.
But this is how they're gonna, and I'm thinking hypothetically how they would play it.
Okay, go ahead.
How they should play it is they go, okay, we got these list of names. You can pick from these list of names because these list of people have stepped up and said
True
because
that.
everybody in this together.
True that.
I'm a low level. I take the hit.
You know, Kevin Spacey, all them.
But-
So anyway,
right, yeah, right.
I see what you're saying, but the problem with that is, like, I think this, man, it's $150 billion business annually. 150.2 last I checked. That's a lot of money per year. Okay, so if those just are strictly sex trafficking children. And that's a nation, and that's a worldwide thing. And now you got all these, bro. They're the highest of the high,
Right.
bro. I mean, it's almost like you run a football all the way to the 2-yard line. It's got to be a touchdown, right? I mean, it's fucking. You found out where all these kids are getting funneled, and if they're not going straight to the top, maybe they're going off in branches where it's all being stemmed somewhere.
If they come to you,
Because nobody's paying millions of dollars for girls that are us,
but look at
even like you got to be making a lot of money, dude.
Right.
And there's only so many people that have millions of dollars.
But listen, did y'all see the movie The Dark Knight?
Yeah, yes, Batman. Yes.
So remember when Harvey Dent was in the office, and the mayor of Gotham City was like 200 and something indictments. He was like, that's not all gonna stick.
Right.
And then Harvey Dent was like, well, look at it like this: your big players are going to be able to post bail. Your smaller players are not. They're going to take deals.
Exactly.
They're going to give some information. Imagine what you can do with 18 months of clean streets.
Look, I hope you guys are right. I do.
And I think
hope
that's
there's
what's
more.
gonna
that's
good,
the way they're gonna play.
But it seems like there's a lot of perverts. Biden looks like a pervert. Trump's definitely a pervert. Fucking,
but
all
at
the
the same-
Clintons are
but-
perverts.
but
I mean,
at-
it seems like there's a lot of
bro,
old perverts
at
out
the
there.
same time, though, I understand.
And it seems
this.
like it's acceptable. When I tell you this story about a judge that fucking his son just got caught with like 290 counts of porn or something, and they let him go with no jail time
But that's what I'm saying, bro.
because he was a judge's son, dude.
That's what I'm saying. It may be acceptable to them. So if that's
He
their
could
norm,
have got 252 years in prison for it,
right?
and he didn't serve a day in prison.
They're gonna get the information
It's
that
accepted
they want
behavior,
from her.
though.
It is.
That's my thing.
It's
That's-
not.
amongst them.
Yeah.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So amongst them,
It's
amongst the
acceptable.
powers that be, they're gonna get as much information from her. And I think, like you said, they're gonna be like, okay, so we have a list of people. This person did this. This person did this. This person did this. You know what? We're not gonna touch.
What if
this
it's every
person.
fucking body? What if you go down the list and it's not who it is, it's who it ain't?
So
So
it'll still come
that
to
still ain't gonna
it'll
get
still
leaked.
come to it. So it'll
Yeah.
come to like, okay, this is just argument's sake. I'm just throwing this hypothetically. Let's say it's Trump, Biden, give me another, Bill Gates and Mark Cuban.
Right.
They're all a part of that, right?
Holy shit!
then-
I'd shit my pants.
But
I'd be like, what?
But you
Cuban
have
too?
the
I'd expect the other ones, but Cuban?
you have the other smaller players. They
Be
might
like losing Michael Jackson.
Yeah, but they have the other smaller players, so they might look at it like, okay, you know what? We're not going to touch Trump, Biden, Gates, and Cuban, but we're gonna go for Tom
Tom
Smith,
Smith, yeah.
Jimmy
Big
Jones,
Jones.
whatever it is, so that
Bill
way
Klein, some
we
crazy people.
can show that, you know what, we're stopping this.
We're against this. Yeah.
Do you think it's like that, Mike? You
What?
really think it's
Discla-
possible?
Disclaimer: this is all hypothetical. We're just
Yeah,
talking
for
about
sure.
this, so nobody get their panties in a bunch.
Oh man, it's definitely it's just something to think about, man. It's something to think
When it
about.
comes
It's
to
crazy.
big things like this, it's always going to be the smaller players. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Because you know what, everybody has a price tag at the end of the day.
Right.
You know, it doesn't matter who you are. You know what?
That's-
I can
and that's
sit here
where
and
I'm
be,
at
I can
with
sit
it.
here and be like, you know what? No amount of money is gonna make me say something.
Right.
But somebody might come with that amount of money, and I might rethink
But
it.
think about it. What if it's not amount of money? It's amount of lives.
Because you know what? You're 100% true.
So
because
we
somebody could
got
come to you.
we got these
Bro,
three people that you love
it's
right
endless
now.
money. The owner of Victoria's Secret gave him his fucking. He made him the fucking the fucking.
He was the majority shareholder.
Yeah, he gave him the fucking.
But you're bringing up a good point, because they could come to you and be like, you know what? Yeah, I can't buy you with money.
power of attorney.
You know, I can't get you with
Power
money.
of attorney.
Right.
But this is how I'm gonna hit you. Yo, your sister,
Yeah.
your mother,
Yeah.
your father,
Yeah.
your nieces, your nephews. You keep your mouth shut, or all of them are
And
gonna
they
end up
said
someplace.
that Epstein always kept pictures and shit. It was like really compromising pictures of all kinds of people, man,
So
doing
if
crazy shit. There's a
so
lot.
she-
This
she
Maxwell
got it.
chick knows a lot. I'm telling
People-
you, she knows it all.
Listen.
She knows more than this motherfucker knows.
I'm coming from where you at. I'm coming from the fact that people believe that just like you believe that, right? So whatever she says on the matter is going to be what is golden on the matter. See what I'm saying? So if
Dude,
she
for sure.
So if she only
That's why we think she's gonna be. Do you think she's gonna live?
I
To
think she's
tell-
going to live.
I'm
Do
taking
you thi-
she's not.
See, because I think the powers that be, dude, are so powerful. This is what you're missing, man. Those people that you want to hear her don't have a fucking say in it.
All right.
If that bitch dead, she's dead.
But what I'm saying,
Bro, you're in America, bro.
I know.
They knocked them fucking towers down, bro, allegedly.
Right.
And
But what-
fucking just said, hey.
But at the same time, bro, we're in the middle of a whole lot of crazies. If they knock this lady off, bro, like, then you would know that she is way big. It'll be way
No, they
more-
won't, because like Hector said, they'll make it like a. I think that was a legit call that Hector said.
It's gonna
He's-
be an accident.
It'll be an
and
accident.
You know what's gonna overshadow
Some
it?
plane crash or some shit.
Something bigger is going to overshadow it. So, like, literally,
on a weekend, on a random weekend.
when we were just talking about before we even started recording. So, what have we dealt with so far this year? We've dealt with COVID-19.
Yeah.
We had murder hornets for a second.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Economy shutting down. You know, all of this going on. What hasn't been talked about? Shorty from the army.
Yeah.
That
That
they
we
just
were
found her
gonna talk.
body.
Yeah, I was gonna talk about that on the back end. In a second.
We're gonna talk
Vanessa
about
Ghislane.
that. Yes, we're gonna talk about her.
Yeah.
But you notice how that's been put under.
Yeah.
The other thing that's
Yeah.
been put under was that the Supreme Court or the courts ruled that Hillary Clinton has to testify about her emails.
Right.
If you don't do your own research, all of that would have passed by.
And you got to dig for a lot of that
And
shit. A
you-
lot of that
you
shit is
have to
like that.
dig.
That drone shit where I said it kills 90% of civilians. Bro, that's you just don't find that
Right.
information.
Yeah,
you
you
have
know.
to actually dig that up, man.
And I guarantee, now that they got her, you know what I'm saying? In the next week or so, we're not going to hear much about it.
Right.
It's going to fall under something else is going to come in
Fuck
front
that!
of
I'm
it.
talking about it. I can't wait. Bro, that's some interesting shit, man.
It is.
That
but
is the most
that's-
interesting thing
right,
that I've ever seen
right.
since I've been on
But
this planet.
it's-
Especially with all the back dialogue, dude. If it really could be a child pedophile ring at that level, dude, at the very highest of the high, the upper echelon, and all these people are cheersing the Republican, Democrat. Who gives a fuck? We're all fucking kids behind the fucking scenes, dude. That is big.
So-
the biggest news you'll ever see while you're on.
I'm
this
glad
fucking
you said
planet.
that. And to prove my point, have any of y'all heard that Corey Feldman is doing a
I
live
heard.
documentary?
Oh.
A live documentary about this pedo ring in Hollywood. Oh. And he is going to release names live.
Whoa.
But now let me ask you. So we got
Feldman's gonna be on. Who's going first, Feldman or Maxwell?
I don't know, man.
Holy
Feldman.
shit!
Man, close your. Hey.
I always forget which one's dead. I think it's
Haim,
Corey
Haim's
Haim's
dead,
dead.
yeah.
But Corey Feldman.
I think right.
Yeah,
Is that right?
Corey Haim's dead.
I think it's Feldman.
Corey Feldman though.
Man, they fucked the chorus up too.
But
They
did you?
fuck the Corey?
Let me ask you. Did you hear about that?
Poor Corey's.
No, I ain't hear about that.
Exactly. So now that I told y'all that, because I'm waiting till he goes live. I don't care what he go live on. I'm gonna watch it.
He's got something to say.
But I guarantee, because he said what he said, I guarantee that's not going to happen. I'm not saying he's going to get knocked off.
I'm saying it's a bigger problem than what we think, because you know how I
way
know?
bigger.
Because just look at the sex offender list and how many sex offenders there are in this nation, dude. If you
Right.
pull up your city, it looks like chicken pox all over your fucking city. It's just bop,
Yep.
bop, 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 bop.
Right.
And dude, you're just like, okay, that's fucking weird. And they're light on them. They don't, like I just was gonna say, that fucking judge's kid guy in Pennsylvania got let off, fucking 34 years old, fucking sentenced to 5 years probation, 6 months house arrest.
But what kind
for 35 counts of child pornography.
Ugh.
Dude, and
He was 34?
which could get you 252 fucking years in prison, and he serves not one day.
And side note,
why is it accepted behavior?
if that was any of us
Why?
in this room that got caught with the same exact thing,
Oh, that's what we'll get to 280.
yo, we're getting thrown under the jail.
Yeah, bye-bye.
You know what I'm saying? But because that's a judge's son,
Right.
they got connections, and especially when you get into positions of power, it's no longer about money. It's favor for a favor.
Yeah.
But isn't that something to think about? That in the late 90s, that Jeffrey Epstein, that lady went to the FBI, said, hey, I got him. He's fucking paying little girls to fucking come rub him, pulling his wiener out and fucking with him and assaulting him and shit. And fucking the FBI said, okay, we'll get back to you. It never did. And now the FBI picked her up in Pennsylvania. I'm telling you, man, it's a hit. It's an ordered fucking hit.
See, that part right there,
Allegedly.
that's the part I keep not remembering. That part you're saying where she went to them and tried to tell them before.
Dude, this lady they've been going to the FBI, bro, and they got him off in 2005. It was the same lawyer that just released all those names, Dershowitz, that got him that sweetheart deal where it broke the fucking law. They didn't even let the victims know that they were making the fucking deal. Dude, he didn't even have to do jail time. He spent like 3, I don't want to misquote, it was like 3, it could have been as easy as 3 days, but I think it was 3 weeks. And then for the rest of the time, 6 days out of the week, he was allowed out of the jail 16 hours a day. And he could, as long as he went to his office and whatever. And you know he wasn't doing any of that time, dude. When you got money, dude, you just pay your way out of things. And not only did he have money, he had a dream team of fucking lawyers.
But that's why. But see, this is why they need someone to close the door on this.
We're never going to be able to, because you know, look at it like this. I have a shirt that shows Pablo Escobar with his son in front of, taking a picture in front of the White House. You can actually Google this.
Okay.
The shirt says "In plain sight." At this time, Pablo was the most wanted man in Colombia and America.
Wow.
And he's taking pictures of him and his son in front of the White House.
Wow.
They only grab you when you're no longer beneficial.
Wow. And I believe that because America is a business first.
That makes so much.
And people don't think
now
that.
Now you making sense to me.
You know what I'm saying? So it's, you know
America is a business first, Clinton.
Right,
Don't
it
ever
is.
forget that, man.
At the end of the day, this is a business. We are business assets.
Right.
That's why on the last show, when I said people think that we're free, we're actually
Absolutely.
not.
Yeah.
It's a
We are
system.
business assets in this country.
We're like the Patriots. We play for the best team, but it's a system, and we have to fucking play within it, or we get our ass fucking
Exactly.
kicked.
Either you're gonna play, either you're
And
gonna.
we still don't make it though.
In the
Or
immortal
we don't
wo-
win. That's a difference.
Yo, that's the difference. In the great words of Cameron, America's slogan should be "Run with us, run from us, or get run the fuck over."
Oh, basically.
I like that. We're gonna take another break. We'll be back.
You,
Welcome back, Lion Podcast. How's everybody feeling? Got them drinks refilled?
oh yeah, I'm feeling a little wavy right now, yo.
Hey man,
You know what I mean? The wave guard right now.
somebody put something in his henny.
Nah, y'all ain't gonna roofie me. Next thing you know, I wake up with a plunge in my butt. Nah, I'm good over here. You know what I mean?
Dude said, "What's up, cutie?" Like, whoa.
Is that why my plunges fucking got the brown tip on it?
You wake up straight shirt cocking it.
In plain sight. Like, hey man, what you doing?
Well, anyway. So, Clemmy, you good, Clemmy? Clemmy's awfully comfortable today. He's just wandering around,
Hey,
fucking,
man,
just happy to be
I'm
here,
at
ain't
home
you?
on the mic. I'm at home.
Yeah, you
on
real
the mic.
comfortable, man. Welcome back, Clemmy.
Feeling good.
I'm sure everybody missed you, man. Dude, we talked about some crazy issues while you were gone, man.
Yeah, I got to catch up, man.
I got it, bro. If you didn't listen to him, man, I put some crazy shit out there. I started talking about fucking cops being majority KKK and shit.
Oh man, no, you
bro, I
didn't go
started
there.
talking- well,
Yeah, you
allegedly.
gotta listen to the last show.
I just,
Yeah.
I said
No,
some
I agree with you.
hypotheticals, but through a lot
It
of,
ain't no bro.
Hey,
Hey.
man, you know me, dude. I'm gonna call it how I see it, dude. You know what I mean? I'm
right.
only one person, though.
Hey,
So,
man.
who the fuck am I? But anyway, Dr. Fauci says new virus in China has traits of 2009 swine flu and 1918 pandemic flu.
Dang, what? Hold on. We ain't even finished with Corona.
Well, we fucked up. See, it's just because we failed this test with Corona, doesn't the other countries are passing this fucking test? They're ready for the next one. See, we fucked up.
Oh, they doing their push-ups
Yes,
right now.
Right, we're still running around the track,
Right,
in the mud and shit.
We got hit with Corona was the pop quiz, and we all failed.
We're suffering with the platoon, right, Mike?
Now here comes the midterm.
Right. Damn.
That was just a warm up game.
Yeah. So now the whole platoon's got to fucking suffer for
Mass
it, man.
punishment.
Yo, you know what I just said?
it's-
Side note, man. The fucking street rap Matt, he hit me up yesterday, and he was talking about fucking. He's like, "Yo, man, we're never getting over coronavirus," and I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "Dude, every strip club on OBT's open, bro. I just went through all these motherfuckers, bro." He goes, "You can even drink. They just tell you to go around back. They're like, here, just take it around back," and I'm like.
Oh.
Yo, are you fucking serious, man? He's like, yeah, man. And I'm like, wow, bro. So all these fucking dirty ass
That's
places
dirty,
transmitting
man.
diseases. I mean,
So here's my thing.
and then
with
they
that.
go home. They take it to their kids. Their kids take it to school, dude. It's never fucking ending, dude.
So I said this to somebody earlier today because somebody had asked me that. They was like, "Yo, how do you feel about everything with the corona?" My personal opinion,
We had 10,000 cases.
because there's such a high survival rate. I feel like the corona is never going to go away. This is going to be the new flu.
We could have had it gone though. That's what sucks.
Well, no. Even
Could
if
you
they
imagine no coronavirus right now?
but not for nothing. If you have an old bottle of Clorox or anything like that, actually read what it kills. It says coronavirus.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
If I
coronavirus-
pull out some Clorox right now, it says
If
kills
you-
coronavirus on it. Mike, you know that shit?
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that shit.
Yeah.
Clemmy, you
Listen.
knew that shit.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. You knew that?
B, it says it.
If
on,
you look on Lysol,
You have any bleach?
yeah, if you look on Lysol, if you look on like
think I
the
do.
Clorox spray and everything like that,
I believe him, yo.
It says, I believe him, yo.
Damn.
I believe him, man.
I wasn't on point.
But
with that.
coronavirus has always been around. The
Right.
difference is that this has just mutated,
into different.
and the other
They
part of
say,
it,
they say that too,
the
yeah.
other part of it is, of course, the media being a part of this.
Of
You know,
course,
using the
of
scare tactics.
Of course.
There is a 97% survival rate.
Well-
I even said that when all this happened, we didn't have enough tests to test specifically for that.
Right.
But when they started making the test, I have friends in the medical field, and they've all said the same thing. They said, yo, you're going to see the numbers spike, but don't worry about it because we're just able to test more. You know what I'm saying? But the corona, I don't feel like it's not going to go away.
No,
it's never going to go away. It's going to be the new flu.
Yeah.
Okay. They're going to have shots. They're going to have whatever. But I'm just tired of the conspiracy theorists like, well, they're going to put a microchip in you. Like, yo, you know what? Stop watching.
Because if you got a phone in your hand, they already done put the microchip.
Listen, I've said this 1,000,001 times. I said this on the last show. I sell insurance. And in my company, we offer a device that you plug into your car so you can save money on your insurance based on your driving habits.
That's smart.
The response
Damn,
I get
I would
is,
be making money on that.
the response I get on this is, oh, I don't want people tracking me. And I literally tell them, do You have a cell
They
phone?
already track you.
Do you have an email address?
Uh-huh.
You're being tracked. If you don't want to be tracked, move to Pennsylvania
Say
and
one-
become Amish.
Right.
That's the only way you're not becoming
Get off
tracked.
the grid.
If you're worth being tracked, you're tracked.
Where
They gonna find you no
gonna-
matter what.
yeah.
Enemy of the State happened a long time ago with Will
Facts.
Smith, and then think about what they got today. They got technology that's so far ahead of what the fuck you could even fathom, dude. You can't even imagine.
I
what
was
the
just
fuck they're at.
surprised, like what the Expressway Authority knows about me. I just had to find like a $300 toll fine to pay.
When was
Wow.
this?
Yeah.
They
And
just
then
sent you a
all-
$300 note.
Then all of a sudden it went down to like 125 or something.
Oh, because they settle. Yeah, they do
Yeah.
that sometimes. They do that. Well, if you pay this because
If-
it was a
no,
toll.
yo,
Tolls do that.
If I
Tolls
open
do
an
that.
e-pass account.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yo, do you
So I did that, and it's like, dude, but they knew. It's like ePass knew my address. They knew
Yep.
my driver's license number. They knew my social security number. And they knew a lot of shit.
Yo,
If they want you,
want to know
they
something
got
freaky?
you.
Yo, you want to know something? You want to see what they really know about
That's
you?
what pisses me
Right.
off. So how free are we?
No, we're not. So if you really want to know what they know about you, so I have an issue every time I go to buy a gun. I have a common Puerto Rican name. My name is Hector Rivera.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that is a common Puerto Rican
That
name.
really is.
That's the equivalent to John Smith.
That really is. That's what I
Okay.
was about to say. That's
So-
That's funny as shit.
the first-
I do know another Hector Rivera.
I know,
I know.
I know too. Hector Rivera, we went to high school
We
with.
know him. Yep.
And then one of the barbershops I was going to,
You got another
Hector
one?
Rivera.
Okay.
So the first time I went to buy a handgun,
But you the
fell
only
out.
heck though.
I'm the main heck, man.
You're the heck.
I love-
You're the heck.
you're
The
the
hex.
be-
You're the
best
heck.
heck
You're
ever.
the, you're the heck.
Best heck ever.
You're the heck amongst hex.
Yo, facts. Facts. Nah, so the first time I went to buy a handgun, I got denied. They give you the form that you have to fill out. Okay? Have to fill out the form. The form they're supposed to give you is for the FDLE, Florida Department of Law Enforcement.
Okay.
This place gave me the FBI form.
Whoa.
So I filled it out, not knowing any better. Sent it out. About 4 months later, get a certificate. Literally, it was like a participation certificate. I get a certificate from the FBI that says Hector J. Rivera can purchase a handgun legally. They also sent me my record.
Whoa.
Okay. Oh. Anytime, yo, when I tell you, I don't have a record like that. You know, I got no
Yeah,
felonies.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A good criminal doesn't get caught. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Not saying I'm a
yeah.
criminal,
No,
but,
but-
I've done some things.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
everybody, nobody, you know.
But when I'm talking about traffic tickets, even stops where I didn't receive a ticket. Because think about it, when you get stopped by the cops,
Right.
even if they don't give you the ticket, they still get your ID.
Yeah, it's still running.
They go to their computer, they run your information.
Yep.
And they'll come back and be like, you know what, just slow down next time. This is just a
Yeah.
warning.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm talking about when they sent me, what the FBI sent me was 12 pages.
Wow.
The first 3 pages was just their like little disclaimer.
Uh-huh.
The other 9 pages was every time I literally got stopped.
They test every time the government touch bases with you.
Anytime you give your ID and they put it into the system,
It's documented.
it is documented. That's why you see so many videos on YouTube where people are like, you know, the cop stops somebody that they're doing something lawful, but the cop's like, let me get your ID. And the person will sit there and say, I'm not giving you my ID because I know it's going to get marked in the system.
Right.
It's not in their local
Like
system.
checking your credit, you get a bing.
You get a bing. That's exactly what it is. So if you think they are not watching you,
They are.
I got news for you, fam. I got some
Snowden
beachfront property in Arizona. Let me know.
They watch.
There's a guy in exile right now in Russia hiding because he told that
Snowden.
they're very
Snowden.
they're very much telling on
Yo,
us.
and-
But he said they don't watch you, but they have your shit and they keep your shit forever. And if they
Bro.
need to, they can pull it up. They can see the
Yes.
last thing you Googled, whatever. They can do it in like an instant. It would take no time at all. You give me the target, but some nerd somewhere is like, this is him, boss. Okay. He's at X,
But see,
XYZ.
being tracked and monitored like that wouldn't bother somebody that's totally straight edge that lives a
True.
perfect life.
Very true.
That would be, they could care less.
It's the people who are
But
doing
that's-
something.
That's what they want.
Right.
They want everybody to be that.
But that's
Yeah, but how much?
so
how much do
Yeah,
you
that's
want from
control.
us, though? You
That's
know?
control.
Yeah,
it,
like
it
I
is
don't
control
mind.
though, because think about it like this.
Go
So
off percentages.
you're ex-marine, right?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for
They
your
certainly
service.
don't use it
You
to
know,
find
salute
child
you on that.
pedophiles.
But no, here's the thing with that though. How do you get the people to willingly give up the information and make it seem like it's for a good cause? You fly 2 planes into a building. and say you're looking for
you
terrorists.
scare the fuck out of them.
You know what I'm saying?
Scared is
Give 'em a
control.
reason.
You scare them, you
give the
control
reason.
them. If you can scare them, you can control them. That's how it is.
So you fly two planes into a building, say it's terrorists, and how I'm going to keep you safe is I need access to your email.
Exactly.
I need access to this. I need
Exactly.
access to that. And you know why I need that access? Because I want to stop these people from flying a plane into your building.
National security, baby. We're trying to keep you
NSA,
safe.
baby.
Trying to keep you safe.
You know?
We're just doing our job, which is cool. And that's great. And that's perfect. And I understand that has to happen because we are in danger. A lot of people hate us. But, big but. There has to be a trust and a line of communication, and that's why American people freak the fuck out when we see all these things that have questions behind them that never get answered. We just go, "Hey, man, come on, man. You know, we're supposed to be partner with government, not subject to government, and we need to feel like we're at least matter, man. If we're in the family and you feel like you don't matter, then, dude, that needs to be addressed.
There's a better way to do things.
Right.
We're advanced enough now.
Right.
We can
Exactly.
There's a better way to do this shit.
A way better fucking way to do a lot of things, man.
Yeah.
And that's the thing they're adding up where everybody has a ceiling, and together we have our together ceiling. We're big, but we all have our ceilings, and there's only so much coincidences before it's what the fuck, and then you're just like, all right, we got to investigate this shit. But the problem is, now this is a thing. This is why I think it's perpetuated so long, is because there's so many things. You could talk about, economy. You could talk about healthcare. You could talk about the oil industry. You could talk about, you pick one. You could talk about all kinds of shit, and it takes each individual subject is so in depth. It takes so long to actually do the research it takes to actually understand the business and where we're getting scammed at and all those things. So they use that against us. The fact that there are so many things, and the American people are just routine people, like I was saying the other day. We're so busy with our everyday life. You go home, 90% of us have families, so when you go home, you tend to your family, you feed your kids, and then you're off to bed and do it again the next day. So you don't have no time to educate on the newest update on the stock and all this bullshit. So what happens is we get further and further behind with every decade that goes by, and they're manipulating the game even more with every inch of the way. They're doctoring fucking laws. They're getting all these things pushed. It's just a fucking shit show, man. And we don't even get notified about it. We say we vote. We don't even fucking get notified. My sister told me a smart thing. It's like, it starts with the judges. We got to vote with the judges at the bottom, man.
I've always said that. Yeah, it starts in your town.
And getting the fucking corrupt bullshit out of here and something we can trust in there, and then that's when you get real change, because what follows that is it's. And I thought that was a genius statement.
And it's not that, we need to get rid of some of the people that are at the top. That's 100% okay. But think about it like this: when you demolish a house,
everything's got to go from the foundation.
It's got to go from the foundation up. Because I can go ahead and
termites eat from the ground up.
Exactly. I could go ahead and put the C4 in this building that we're in right now, drop it. If the foundation is set,
it'll be here.
It's still gonna be here. That's why
that's true.
Insurance companies, because I work for
the problem is we haven't been
they
fixing the
don't
roof.
cover your foundation. If you own a home and you look at your insurance policy, there's only 2 states that I want to say.
Because of termites?
No, it doesn't matter what it is.
No.
So if so think of it like this: when you first purchase a house, you're buying the land.
Right.
Okay.
Right? You own the land, and you're paying to get the house built on it.
Right.
Whatever the house is going to cost you. The insurance companies are only covering from the ground. They're not covering the foundation. They're covering from the ground up.
Oh, ground up.
So if your house burns down to the ground.
What about a sinkhole?
Sinkhole, you have to get a special provision for that.
Right.
Gotcha.
That's not included in it.
Water hazards?
Water hazards only if the water is not the main cause of the damage. What I mean by that is if you own a house, right? Let's say there's a big storm that comes in and it drops a tree that puts a hole in your roof. Now your house gets flooded because of the hole.
Right.
The cause of it wasn't the water, it was the tree.
I like that.
So now that's covered.
Right.
But let's say that same tree fell, did no damage, but your house flooded.
Right.
If you don't have flood insurance, you're not covered.
You're not covered, right?
You know what I'm saying? And here's the great thing about flood insurance. There is a non-competitive market because FEMA is the company that writes flood insurance.
Right.
Who is FEMA ran by?
The government.
The government. So when you buy flood insurance for your house, if you're in a flood zone,
best, by the way, side note, best rap line ever, DMX. I get these hoes nothing but the dick. They're like hitting them off, or I treat these hoes like the government, hitting them off with nothing but the dick, and they loving it.
and that's exactly what it is. You know what I'm saying? So
I thought that was a funny.
We do need to start from the bottom instead of the top,
Right.
because the bottom is what's making the car run.
Because that's what I'm saying. The bottom is going to offer up some pieces that we think that's at the top. Because you got to think about it. What we see is never what the truth is.
Right. So back to what I was saying about the fucking flu, man. They're saying that we got another one potentially coming. It's in pigs, though.
Yeah, I seen that.
So the virus, which scientists are calling G4EA H1N1, has not yet been shown to infect humans.
Yeah, they do.
And
But
it's coming
exhibiting
out of China, too.
reassortment capabilities. The H1N1 swine flu emerged in Mexico in 2009, killed 60.8 million people in the U.S. alone, and at least 700 million people worldwide. That's not good, man. So,
But that's when those numbers got to be dissected.
Did anybody see that Fauci admittedly lied about face masks not working? He admitted it because he was being pressured by the government.
So he lied and said they don't work?
Yeah, it's so they could save masks for the first responders because they were limited on masks.
And who was the government being pressured by?
Who the fuck knows? But
Corporate.
Right.
Corporate.
Big business.
And
That's right. That's right.
Get rid of the lobbyists.
That's right.
That's
That's
money.
where
That's
it
where the money
starts.
That's where it starts.
That's where it starts. Get rid
Jesus
of the
Christ,
lobbyists. You know what I'm saying? You get rid of the lobbyists.
Jesus.
A lot of things can change. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because like I said earlier in this podcast, you know what? Everybody has an eventual price.
Right.
They throw enough money at you,
You're going to make a move.
you're going to make a move.
Well, maybe smoking's not that bad.
Exactly.
Hey, but,
That's exactly how it happens. 200 million. Well, wife would love that. Shit.
Yeah.
That's a good payday.
And
I go home and I tell my wife, you know what kind of blowjob I'm getting when if I go home and I tell her I got $200 million because I fucking signed something?
You getting your balls cupped, and you getting
for life.
the monster
For
grilled
life.
cheese sandwich afterwards.
For
baby.
life.
With the good cheese though.
For
You know what I'm
life.
saying? Yeah.
Like that's coming every day with tomato soup. And milk.
It's true.
And
a
And
little
milk.
glass of milk.
You know what I'm saying? Like eventually everybody has a price. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I would like to sit here and say, you know what?
Very few don't.
I would never sell my
1%.
soul. You know what I'm saying? But very
Maybe.
few don't.
I don't know.
yeah. Because, I mean, if you at a certain, you done tasted success, you at a certain level, and somebody come to you and say, okay, you like this, imagine this, and you like,
It makes me think.
But then again, if you never tasted success, you know, then it's like same
It's-
effect.
yeah.
That's true, man.
That's why so many
That's
athletes go broke within 5 years after they retire. You're taking poor people
yep.
and you're giving them a crap ton of money.
70% of them,
Yes.
rappers
Very
and
young
athletes.
age.
70% of all rappers and athletes go broke once in their lifetime.
Because it's mental. It has nothing to do with the money.
You've never experienced this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's like, in all honesty,
Yeah.
we live in Orlando and there's
Right.
tons of homeless people.
Right.
You give a homeless man $100, I guarantee the $100 is spent within the first hour.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You give somebody who's making $100,000 a year $100, that's going in their bank.
Right.
You give a millionaire $100,
Yeah.
he probably wiping his ass and paying his butler with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when you're at the bottom and you have nothing, and they give you something,
Right.
Right.
Because money doesn't equal wealth.
no,
Wealth is a mentality. Money is
Yes.
just money.
Correct.
It's currency.
That's a
Yeah.
very,
So-
very well put
So
statement, sir.
Facts.
when you give people money that have poor mentalities and that's no fault of their own, then it's like right now
Throwing money out the window.
it's real talk. They said I heard someone say if they take they talk about the 1%. They say if they take all the 1% money right now, all the 1% is money, and distribute it all over the world, they say in 20, 30 years, all of that money be right back where it was.
Yeah.
Was. because the people don't. It's people think that it's the money
Put it right back in their pockets.
that changes, but it's the mentality.
That's right.
It's how these people
You got to
think.
invest, right?
Yeah, and it's not even
investment, and that's a skill
it's
too.
investment, but you got to be a killer.
Even
about
if
it.
it's so much as saving.
Right. No, but like real talk on real level, you have to be a serial killer about investments.
Yes.
Like on some real deep thought, like I will, like people that.
Well, it depends on
TikTok
what kind of
off that.
money you're fucking with too.
Right. But that's their mentality. That's how
Right.
they get there. So if they got there that way, bro, you in the way ain't nothing.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I agree with you there. I
Yeah,
agree with you.
and just look at us at this table right
Yeah.
here. Let's keep it funky. If somebody walked in the door right now and was like, "Here's $1 million for you, $1 million for you, $1 million for you, $1 million for you," right? Gave us all of us $1 million. The first thing we are doing is, and don't deny it, is we're going shopping.
Oh,
Tax free?
I might go buy that Benz.
Yeah.
I might go buy that house. I might go buy that.
Give me something.
But it wouldn't probably be until like I'm halfway through the meal that I might be like, yo, you know what?
I need to
I
buy
got a
a house.
family.
I gotta hold this.
Let me go ahead and put some aside.
yeah.
But you take that same meal and you go to the hood where it's mainly minorities and you give them $1 million. I guarantee they coming through with the big body car on the 24s with the chains, new Jordans,
All that.
True Religion jeans,
Yeah.
and within a year
ounce of
they're
weed.
broke. And within a year they're gonna be broke.
Yeah,
You know
because
what I'm saying?
it's up here.
It's a mentality.
It's a
You know what I'm
mentality.
saying?
That is a mentality, actually.
It is.
So it's not the money, it's the people, bro.
It's the people.
And so like if you come from those neighborhoods,
Well, it's also all those people's foundation too.
right, yeah.
What,
So if you
what
come
those
from
people grew up in and what they know.
if you coming from there,
You can't start a fire with no fucking firewood.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
And if you coming from there, and sometimes people don't understand if that's what you comfortable with, that's what you comfortable with, and no matter how much you've gotten or get, if you comfortable being in the hood, you're gonna find a way to be back in the hood.
Yeah. And what's crazy about that is you have people who've never experienced the
Yeah.
hood want to be in the
and
hood.
it's like, bruh.
It's mixed mentality,
It's mixed
man.
mentality.
That's exactly what it is.
It's every person wants to be a part of something. It's because the hood is promoted through rap music.
Yep.
So it's seen as a identity thing. It's like, oh, that's cool. I want to be down with that.
Right.
Because that's not. It's hard to go there at that place and be a white little girl or something. So they want to be associated with it in some way, shape, or form. So that's their familiar. You know, that's how they get familiar with it at first. But then, you know what I mean? And then you realize, oh, shit, you know what I mean? There's so many bad things that it makes me think that I can't wait till, because I really do think it's going to happen in my lifetime. I think by the time I'm gone, I think all like projects and low income areas are going to be gone. I think.
You think we'll be?
I think we're close to it right now.
Hunger and
Gentrification.
poverty.
Yeah, dude. I think
Yeah.
we're close
So
to it right
basically,
now.
hunger and poverty won't. Be
All these
involved.
police brutality things you're seeing are going to cause a lot of change, man. And we're educating a lot of people right now. We're letting them know that, hey, dude, we got to change laws and get this shit redone. Quit
But-
focusing on statues and shit.
But we need to get the right people in position to change.
Right,
those
correct,
laws.
correct,
You know what I'm
absolutely
saying?
correct. Yes,
Because
but we have to have the knowledge to have to do that first, so we
Yes.
can all be on the same page when we vote for the judges.
we all need to be at the same barbecue with a different dish. And
right,
right now,
right, and
right
6
now,
feet and 6 feet apart.
exactly
with a
Right-
mask on.
Right now, all it is that everybody got invited to the barbecue, but we
we
have
don't
no
know
idea
what
which
we're
barbecue
doing.
we're going
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
We still reestablishing trust within each other is what we're doing, because I think there was a period of time where we just trusted our government, and which is cool because that's what you're supposed to do.
Right.
And that just, we got comfortable and we just went about living our lives however it was happening. And then we look up and we're like, well, what's going on? And now, like that ceiling I was talking about, we're all coming to terms with, man, there's some shady shit going on. We don't know. We can't put our finger on it, but we're
you
about
got
to
a
figure this
feeling
out. We
that-
know a lot
yeah,
of shady
right.
shit that's going on, and it's enough of the puzzle where we're willing to take those other pieces and put them together and say, fuck you, dude, and get together and come back and take what's ours.
Facts.
So fuck all that extra shit. But I want to
What
talk
we got?
about this. I want to talk about Elijah McClain real quick. For those who don't know, Elijah McClain was a 23-year-old young man from Aurora, Colorado, who would play the violin for animals at an animal shelter, so they wouldn't get lonely during his lunch break. On August 24th, as of last year, 3 cops ambushed him. Had no interest in the young man's pleas for help. Had a couple heart attacks. They shot ketamine into him, and then he later died. What was he doing? Somebody called and reported a suspicious man with a mask on. He was walking home. He was anemic. He liked to wear his mask. So I want you to hear this. It's his last words when he was talking to the cops as he was being ambushed. He said he was being ambushed. So he said, "I can't breathe. I have my ID right here. My name is Elijah McClain. That's my house. I was just going home. I'm an introvert. I'm different. That's all. I'm so sorry. I have no gun. I don't do that stuff. I don't do any of that stuff. I don't do any fighting. Why are you attacking me? I don't even kill flies. I don't eat meat. Forgive me. All I was doing was trying to become better. I will do it. I will do anything. Sacrifice my identity. I'll do it. You all are phenomenal. You all are beautiful. I love you. Try to forgive me. I'm a mood Gemini." My sister says that sometimes. So that just breaks my heart. But I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Ow, that really hurt. You guys are very strong. Teamwork makes the dream work. As he was sobbing, you know.
Yo, first of all, R.I.P. to the kid, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully.
And he was vomiting too as he was doing that. And then the cop was getting pissed off at him and he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I just can't breathe correctly." And he vomited on the ground. So the other cop that walked up, he was like, "Oh, watch out, there's vomit on the ground." So that's why he was apologizing for that. But I didn't mean to cut you off.
No.
Oh my God.
And what's
unbelievable.
What's sad about that is how many of these stories are going unheard.
That's the thing, because this happened August 24th of last year. So how many
we're
more
just
Elijahs?
finding
Because
out
of
about
George
this.
Floyd. Because of George Floyd
Yes.
and Ahmaud Arbery and all these crazy shit, Breonna Taylor and all these crazy shits that's happening now.
And what
I was thinking the same thing, dude.
What trips me out about this is I get it. If I'm at my house and I see somebody walking around with a mask, first of all, I'm built a little different. You know what I'm saying? So the first thing I'm doing is I'm going to grab the strap.
Yeah, you straight?
You know what I'm saying? Like, we good over here, homie?
Yeah, you good?
But I guess some people just are not built like that.
Yeah.
So you may call the police, but if you're going to call 911, at least keep it funky with them. Like, "Hey, I've never seen this person. They're not doing anything,
right?
But they're walking around with a mask. Can you just maybe send somebody out
But
just to double check?"
But that's just it. If they're black, they're considered a threat.
Exactly.
And that's the fucked up thing.
And that's the problem. And this is where I'm getting tired of hearing people saying, "All lives matter, blue lives matter." Yo, you know what? You're 100% right. We all matter.
Right.
But when you got people in positions of power that have guns and they're not being held accountable, and they're consistently doing this, and it's not just, you know what? Because let's not make it, everything that's getting thrown in the news and is getting thrown in front of our eyes has to do with with an African American. You know what? There are some white people that do get harassed. There
For
are
sure.
some Spanish people
But
that get harassed.
what's good for them is good for us.
You know what I'm saying? But what comes down to
Absolutely.
is when police make point of contact with these people is the outcomes.
And there's good cops too. We realize you still exist.
We do.
We realize. We know
like,
you're out there.
Like shit. I done got
Shout out to all the good
cheated
cops.
on in my life. You know what I'm saying? Dating women doesn't mean that every single woman is bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, shit happens.
Yeah, that's
you know
how
what I mean?
life be sometimes.
But what's
She's going through a phase.
yeah, she going through a phase. That's it.
And she knew it was good, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I laid it down, but not. You know,
It wasn't that. You know what I'm saying?
but it's what's scary is the interactions of these police officers with people of color and people of non-color.
Right.
That's the difference.
Right.
And when we continue to have that with no accountability,
then that's when the problem is.
like, listen, if I know that I can rob a bank and get away with it, guess what I'm doing? I'm robbing the bank.
Yeah,
Right, exactly. But it's a basic American principle. That's why America is here. It's taxation without representation, right?
Yeah.
So then what we're saying is you can't just beat us up without representation. You can't kill us without representation. You can't suppress us without representation.
Talk, baby, talk.
This is America. This is America. Black Lives Matter is just American as America pie.
Right, man.
You can't keep suppressing people and then don't expect them to say
The
nothing.
same people that fought every war with you.
Right.
That you say don't
And it's
disrespect the flag
and-
when it's their flag
and
too.
even if we just got here yesterday, we still would deserve more than what we got. But the saddest part about Americans, most black Americans is that guy that you just spoke of.
Right. Right.
The average black guy that I know is that guy.
Right.
I don't mean
You're
no
right.
harm.
Right.
I'm just trying to live my life.
Dude,
You
he was
gave
just walking fucking home,
You
man.
already gave me a bad hand.
Right.
I'm just trying to play it.
So that's
I'm not doing anything
that's
nefarious.
that's what I was saying.
I'm not no drug dealer. I'm nobody. I'm just trying to walk home in my neighborhood with my mask on because I'm anemic and I got health issues.
And I like this mask, man.
yeah,
He's
it's like
he's not a little normal. He said, "I'm just different. I'm just different."
I don't.
He was getting attacked and still supporting law enforcement all the way to his fucking death.
Right.
So don't tell me that these guys are all out of line and shit like that, or they're hate groups. Who gives a fuck about who's holding the sign? It's the message that's behind the sign. Mm-hmm. So don't fucking give me this shit. Like I wish a lot of you would just look in the fucking mirror and tell you the same shit that's coming out of your mouth, so you could think about what the fuck you're saying, and you go, all right, that does sound pretty off. Okay, maybe I do need to consult with myself right now,
Right.
and check my, control board and see what's bothering me. Maybe something's bothering me
Yeah.
that I'm because that's what humans do, man.
Reflect.
We project. We do it to our loved ones.
Yeah.
We come home from a hard day of work and we instantly take it out and we say, "My bad, baby." I fucking and then we
I
tell
had
them
a
about our
bad-
day.
yeah,
we
it is.
we respond like that
Yeah.
immediately.
Yeah, because you so like here. She be like, well, he be like, "Rah, rah, rah," and you be like, oh, my bad. Well, earlier today, this happened, and then when she, and you get it out,
Right.
You feel better, and you let it go. But imagine if every day you're up here,
Right.
you can say you could come home and have that conversation, right? What if you and your girl have the same level of up here?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So when y'all talking,
Those are the magical conversations where you actually build.
but
on.
we don't never get a chance to go.
We don't get there.
Yeah.
We don't get there. They don't want that to happen. It's obviously it's planted, it's rooted, and
you
it's all about the
but
change.
You can, but it's like it takes, bro.
It's hard now because we're 6 feet apart and we're wearing masks. You know what I found it crazy about the mask
Right.
is you can't even fucking. I realize how much you read
Read
people's
lips.
lips when
Me
you're
too.
when you're talking to them.
Yeah.
I had no idea before. I am totally confused now. I can't hear shit. That's what I learned about the mask. I can't hear shit.
Yeah.
My ears are fucked. I don't know if I need them cleaned or whatever, bro. But my ears are completely fucked. I can't read fucking lips. And I'm just like I'm a mute. I'm not even gonna talk anymore. I'm just gonna start doing sign language, dog. Fuck that, because dog, it's true, man. What the fuck is going on, man?
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Now we got all these dusts and shit in the air, the Sahara dust.
Yo, like I said offline, man. If August,
Duck and germs.
because what July's bringing the damn dust storm,
right.
I'm expecting August aliens. So September,
Aliens.
no, so September dinosaurs.
Right. Okay. that makes sense.
So
Dinosaurs coming back.
October, I'm pushing maybe zombies.
Oh,
you know what
I
I'm
like
saying?
that call.
So October zombies, November, we'll probably have like super zombies. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm
Everybody
saying?
done turned to
And
No
then-
alien invasions.
No alien invasions, because you know what? Aliens are probably going to come here.
They
and
already
like,
been
yo,
here.
Y'all fucked.
Yeah.
We out.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
We are an alien ant farm gone wrong.
What?
December, Jesus is coming.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's
this,
what I'm thinking.
and come December, watch everything calm down. Everything's just gonna be. It's gonna be like, you know what I'm saying, like the quiet
serene
after
moment.
the storm.
Just,
You know what I'm saying?
Not if
December.
Trump's still in office.
geez.
Oh my God, we're not even gonna go there.
I'm telling you that right
But
now.
you-
It ain't gonna be calm. It's just gonna be the next storm, dude. When's the last time it's been calm? Like you said the other day.
9/11.
9/11, man.
That was the last time.
That was a beautiful
a
call too.
brotherhood.
that yo.
Guys,
it
don't
didn't
you want
matter.
to feel like? Doesn't everybody want to feel like that?
It was beautiful.
It was magical, man. It was fucking stimulating. It was like its
It
own
was
high.
like everybody was not
Life. You didn't have to smoke shit, drink shit. You go outside and there was a high on life.
Yo, like, what was homie that came out with the song that I'm proud to be an American?
fucking
Where we
start.
Stop. I fucking hate that song.
You know what?
I fucking hate that song.
That's cool.
Why do you hate that song?
Fuck that fucking song.
Why do you hate that song so bad?
I hate it.
No,
This is
I need to
interesting.
know.
I need to hear.
Yeah, we need to know.
Fuck Lee Greenwood. Fuck him.
Why? Talk.
Fucking song is just fucking bullshit.
Whoa.
OGB.
I know, right? But
Ladies
you know
and
what?
gentlemen.
But yo, this we talking with a Marine. We talking
Right.
somebody who
I
been
want to
through the
hear
fire.
it. Yeah.
I wanna know
So
why.
I respect it.
What's your problem with the song?
Why?
So what's
what did he do? You just don't like the song in
I just
general?
don't like the fucking song. It's bullshit. It's
You
all about
sounded
bullshit.
passionate
It
about
is.
that
It's
fucking
all
So
about
you say
bullshit.
it's a rally cry for something else?
No,
Oh, okay.
no,
I'm
that
about
song
to
is
say
fucking. I'd wipe my ass with that fucking song.
So my only point
shit.
about the song was that
This is a fucking Marine.
Yo, facts. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck,
Like,
I wasn't ready for this.
So I don't probably stand up no more.
I'm just as surprised as you, bro, with your American hat on.
no, but like
Turn my
my
shit around.
my point with the
No,
song
I'm proud
was,
to be an American, but fuck that song.
Yeah.
but my point with the song was like at that
I don't even like
time.
saying that phrase now because of that song.
Holy shit.
That's
Wow,
deep hate.
man. See what everything's happening. This is a Marine, man.
Marine came-
Yeah,
we
this
gotta
a
get this
Marine, man.
I
back,
felt like
man.
that for forever since that song came out.
But I think the only thing, like going back to the point, was like during that
Is it
time,
how he sung the song?
We was more.
Is he how he sung it?
No, it's just
No,
all
but-
bullshit.
You're also talking to a Marine, though. You got to remember.
I just
You know,
want to know if it was
my-
how he presented the
my-
song or was it.
My pops was Army. You know what I'm saying? And I got some real good. My brother was
Shout out to your
Air
pops.
Force. My
Thanks for
one of
your
my
service.
uncles. Like
Thank you for your service.
Whenever I talk to veterans, they have a different take on some of the things that we have takes on. So, like for
Oh, of
example,
course, I'm sure.
if
Everybody does.
Just like this is a perfect example because I bet you if we go out into your complex and ask random people, hey, 9/11, we were all together. How did you feel when this song came out? I bet you 90% of them will probably be like, I felt great to be an American.
Yeah.
But we got a veteran
got
that's
a
like,
motherfuckers. He'll
fuck
be
that
like the one
motherfucker.
Here's the thing. How much money did that motherfucker make off that song?
A lot.
A lot.
And I like where this is going.
And it all went in his fucking pocket.
Yep.
No, one veteran got
And,
a proud.
and it's fucking, yeah.
Now I see.
And
And now it makes sense.
because
I'm with that. I'm pro that.
100%.
Bro, I got your back on that, dude. 100%, 100,000,000%. They're matter of fact, I was just telling Mike how they don't. We were investigating, and I was asking Mike how he gets treated. We weren't going to talk about this till later because we were researching still. So we'll just like put a little teaser out there.
Yeah.
But
little
the vets and how they get treated. Mike gets treated relatively. It's pretty good.
Listen.
Dude, like I thought, and I asked him a lot of questions on it. But a lot of people get mistreated, bro, and they're like the first responders and all these people in the burn pits and shit. It's fucking people up, and radiation poisoning and shit. And they're instead of fucking doing whatever they got to do to compensate it, as you would think they would, because they're soldiers that fought and risked their everything, their breath for us to be free. Ironically for 4th of July, happy 4th. But
That's debatable.
Yeah.
But
Whoa.
right.
Yeah, no.
I didn't fight for your fucking
Well,
freedom.
yeah, I know that
Whoa,
too. I know
shots
that too.
fired.
No, he's not firing shots. That's just how he feels.
No,
I didn't
No,
fight
I'm
for no
just-
fucking flag or nothing.
Yeah,
You was just
he wanted to kill bad guys.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's
And
what
quite
he
a
wanted
few.
to do.
And
And
what's
the people that were with you, that's all.
Yeah,
You did it. for
your
that.
brothers.
Yeah.
Your brothers and your sisters.
Yeah.
And this is, this is
Wow.
what pisses me off.
Yeah, talk.
Is, you know what? For our veterans, you know how America celebrates them? You get a 10% discount over here. Use your military
Right.
discount.
I never fucking cash in on that shit either. Fuck that.
That's how they think.
I never take the fucking
But-
free Golden Corral fucking buffet. on Veterans Day.
but can I say something
Fuck
real quick?
you
I
and your fucking
would
buffet.
tell you right now.
Some motherfuckers eat that shit up, but those are fucking punk ass motherfuckers.
I can tell you right now.
fucking
I don't.
flipping burgers.
I
and
don't
shit.
know how you.
Oh,
I don't personally know how you feel.
Pow,
That's how I
pow,
feel.
I
pow.
can't sympathize. I can't. I can only have empathy. But what I will say is, I could see how he feels that way, because there are so many people that I see that are veterans on the side of the fucking road, man. And there's so many vets that get left out with a lot of these fucking situations, man, whether they're disabled or whatever the cause may be, man. And then you add to that the suicide rate, in which last I checked, 22 a day were committing suicide.
Right.
I see why he says
Listen.
what he says, and I do
My
as
dad-
much as I can understand.
My dad, rest in peace, came home from Vietnam. Okay, and we fist bumping right now. So my dad came home from Vietnam. This was during the time where you can ask my mother, ask my sister. My dad was a hood dude. Okay, he got arrested. The judge said, Go to jail or go to war? He's like, fuck it, send me to war.
Yeah.
I ain't going to jail. Goes to war. Comes home. Okay.
He made it.
He
made it.
The reason he made it was
Fucking man.
so well. Reason he made it was, and this is where it kind of messed him up. He had a scar going from the start of your chest plate
Oh
to his belly button.
no, bro.
So thick scar. It wasn't until like 10 years ago that me and my sister were talking about this, and I was like, "Hey, how did Daddy get that scar on his stomach?" And she was like, "Yo, they never told you?" I was like, "Nah." She was like, one night that him and his platoon were camped out, he woke up to a Viet Cong with a knife in his stomach, cutting him up.
Oh Jesus.
Gutted him.
So my pops woke up.
Your pops must be a fucking animal,
Yo, peep
bro.
game. My pops woke up, saw that, snapped homie's neck. Now, mind you, let's fast forward to
I thought he was dead. He woke up and killed your ass.
Fast forward to I'm about 6, 7 years old. I'm spending the night at my pop's house. He lived with my grandmother at the time. And I was always wondering why my grandmother woke him up with a broom. So she would come up to him with a broom and she would poke him with the broom.
Right.
In his sleep, he used to, side note, he used to be a Golden Gloves boxer in New York.
Whoa.
In his sleep,
Golden Glove.
he was fighting whatever was poking him because of that.
Right.
But him coming home from that, he gets diagnosed as a paranoid schizophrenic, which we would today call it PTSD.
Oh.
Because, and then the thing was, when he came home, I know you probably know because you're probably the oldest one out of all of us. You know a lot of vets. He came home addicted to heroin.
Yeah.
He was with my mother. He was clean.
A lot of them did. Majority of them did.
They did. And then, of course, when they separated, got back on the drugs.
Yeah.
My pops actually died of AIDS
From a needle.
from sharing needles. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, hit up.
Well,
I'm sorry, bro.
technically,
Yeah.
he died of pneumonia because AIDS kills your whole immune system.
Right. You shut
And
your shit down.
but what killed him was pneumonia, but they listed as AIDS-related death. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
he had AIDS. You know what I
Right.
mean? And that's when, and this is no disrespect to none of my veterans, when what I saw my pops go through, that's what made me say I am never
Gonna sign
Ever.
my name.
gonna go and join any type of
Give them
military.
myself. Because
know what I'm saying?
you basically give them
And
yourself.
I
you know what
still
mean? You're all
I
in.
still respect everybody who does.
Yes, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I'll tell you
You
this.
have to.
Most of my veteran friends will disagree, but I'm adamant about my son. I tell him from day one, do not want you going in the military. I don't want it for him.
You've experienced
Yeah.
it. You know what it's about.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why is just
I don't want that for him.
that's not the life I want for him.
No.
Wow.
Because it doesn't. Not saying it happens to
That's
everybody, but
deep.
there's a chance that it'll snatch a piece of your soul.
Oh yeah, PC
You don't
that
want him
can't
to
get
experience
back.
what you experienced.
Yep.
And sometimes,
Bottom line.
and sometimes you in that situation, you give away stuff that you can't get back. So like if you're
Right.
like if you're the guy that has to be pushed to be a killer, once you cross that threshold, it's
done.
it's your mind. You can never go back to being that guy that was
Correct.
That wasn't the
That
killer.
wasn't the killer.
And how is it that our veterans, this is how we treat them? Because my father-in-law is a veteran.
Right.
Okay. How is it that he has to drive 2-3 hours for
Yeah.
his benefits for a knee surgery, for a cancer screening, for whatever it is?
Are they making it harder on purpose?
Yo,
So he can't make it?
I've never been through it, so I couldn't say. But me personally,
It was
it's
me the only thought.
they dangle that carrot. You know what? Yeah, you're gonna get this.
That
You're
was
gonna get
back in the
lifetime
day,
of benefits.
though. So it might have been less hospitals, but still.
But no, we're talking now though.
We're
Like
talking
in order for him, like if he has to have any type of surgery or anything like that, I think he has to drive to like Jacksonville or something like
Jesus
that.
Christ.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but here's the thing: you have so many people that are sitting there, standing for the flag, and like, that's Colin Kaepernick is disrespecting our
They
flag.
said it, yeah.
But those are the same people that would never put their life on the line,
Right,
or
right,
sit there and
exactly.
talk to a veteran who's actually been through it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Who's been through the fire and find out why do they feel like that the way they feel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
and that's
100%.
the problem. We are a selfish society.
Right. We've gotten very comfortable with being selfish.
We are. So it's okay that I could donate $10 to this veteran fund, but I'm not going to ever put in the sweat
Right,
to
yeah.
go there. And you know what? That's why I salute Prince Harry. Because that boy,
Yeah.
I know.
he gets in.
Tell me about it, dude.
He
I
gets
did
in
too.
with his
Big
people.
shout out.
Right.
Good call there. I like that call.
He does.
That was
he
gangster.
joins I guess
call.
their version of the Paralympics
Hey.
and things like that for the
Hey.
veterans.
Right.
There's a video. Look it up on YouTube. He's doing an interview on the base, and he's doing an interview, and then in the background, alarm goes off, and you see people running. Yo, he rips off everything, takes off.
You're a soldier. I'm a soldier.
He's a
first.
soldier.
About
Look
it,
at-
baby.
Yeah.
Literally YouTube Prince Harry running from interview, and he's literally all calm in the interview. They're on a base. You could tell it's a base because you can see some jets.
Yeah.
And the alarm goes off. You see people running in the background. He looks,
It takes
rips
off.
everything off, and takes off. Now, mind you, this
great.
is a future prince.
Right, absolutely. He's got the whole
Who
world
doesn't
on
have to
in the palm
do
of his hands.
nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
But
Absolutely.
yet we got people here that want to
act like princes and they're fucking nothing.
or
Like,
they want to stand up for veterans just because their great grandfather was a veteran,
Right.
but
Yes.
never had a conversation with a veteran.
Fact.
Never actually
Plus
put
tax.
in the
He was a
sweat.
patriot. No, but what were you? What do you do?
Yeah, and that's-
instead of walking
What do
around
you do,
acting
right?
like you won.
Yeah.
You know, that's that shit.
Yeah,
now
I hate
that
that.
was,
I work at the mill.
That's what bothers me the most. It's like
Yeah.
you can tell them from a mile away because the guys that really serve, that really went
Yeah,
over
they
there,
don't
put in
speak
work,
like Mike.
They don't talk. That
They don't
much.
talk, right? They
No.
don't like to talk
They
about
don't
it.
like to talk about
The
it.
more they
But
seen, the less
but
they
the
talk.
fake dudes, the dudes that was on base the whole time, never left the base.
Right.
Oh, I was over there and it was, man, it wasn't all that going on.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. I never thought about that like that on the opposite end, but I
Yeah.
did think about the less they talked, the more they saw.
Yeah, that's
'Cause
what I'm
I
saying.
kind of experienced that
Yeah.
through friends. But I never thought about it like that. So they talk more
Because they
didn't
did
do
less.
shit.
Because they didn't do that. You ever seen? I know you've
I
seen
always
that.
call them out. I start
Is
asking
that
them real
true?
technical
I see
questions, and I stump them, and they're like,
Yeah.
well, "Fuck you, man."
They get mad.
Maybe answer questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you ever seen that movie with Keenan Ivory Wayne's "I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker"?
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Where'd you get that medal from?" He was like, "Paper clips." He was like, "Boy, I got that one right here." Those are them.
Right.
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? But
Precisely.
I've spoken to enough veterans that have seen action, been in the front lines.
Right.
Yeah.
And just like you said, it's a whole different
They
conversation.
don't
all
speak
different
about it. They
means.
be about it.
It's one of those things that, like I have to stop the conversation because I can tell that something's triggering.
Right.
Like you guys are trying to be nice about it. Like, listen, I don't want to karate
Right,
chop you in your
yeah.
throat, but I need you to stop asking these questions.
Correct.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
Correct. That's exactly
Yeah.
this man right here. Man.
No, and that's why for people like him, like I really salute.
Yeah.
I really
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
appreciate you, bro.
Absolutely, man.
That's my
100%.
son, bro.
He said, "Stop, bitch. Shut
and,
up."
And on that note, one last thing.
I'm never gonna shut up.
The hardest thing is
gonna
to
pinch
watch
your nipple after we're
is
done.
they turn these guys into killers and they turn these guys into like robots, and then they expect them to come back in our society.
And that is the best thing
and
you could have said.
never
in there.
have any issues.
Yep.
And that's fucked up.
They
Because
show- and
They showed us how to
22
fill out a resume.
yeah,
And
it's
22
Yeah.
suicides a day say you're absolutely right.
that's fuck, bro. It's like it should be just like you. I mean, just like you give prisoners, and I'm not saying treating our vets like prisoners, but you put them in halfway houses. You give them a chance to adjust back into society.
Yep.
You can't do that. They come from the battlefield. They get off the plane or the bus, and they go meet their loved ones. This dude has been in war, so his wife screaming about something may trigger this dude on some other shit because he's trained to do this. He's not thinking. He's just like, okay, I hear this. I hear this noise. It's time to go to work.
You're still on 10.
Yeah.
Yes.
and
You have
Vin-
all the
nothing
time.
to
And
get
it-
you.
Yeah.
and in Vanessa Gillen's case, they sexually assault you and then murder you.
Wow.
And watch nothing come out of that. That's going to get swept under the rug.
Wow, that's a bold statement right there.
That's how the military.
I said it. Thank you.
That's
Yeah.
a bold statement right
Yeah.
there.
Oh, the chick that they found her remains.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, no, that's going nowhere. That's why we didn't hit
you really think so?
zero.
Because my sister said that she thinks, allegedly, I'm not sure how, I didn't check the source, but she's usually factual. She said that the guy already got killed or killed himself that was involved possibly, potentially.
That's why dead man tells no tales.
And that's why it's not going anywhere?
Dead man tells
Yeah,
no
he
tales.
was killed. Yeah.
Wow. So was he killed or did he kill himself or was he killed?
Hey, probably
Was
a little
that,
bit of both.
Laura, was that considered a suicide?
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
So it's ruled a
got
suicide right
Epstein,
now.
man.
So
Epstein.
he got Epstein.
He got Epstein, bro.
Because he knew too much. Because
He
they
knew too
found
much.
out who did it, and they said, "Really, gotta die." Time to die.
On a real note, my
Wasn't he a sergeant?
Yeah.
And he committed suicide. Think about that for a second.
Yeah.
My sister.
Yeah, it's hard to
My
believe.
cousin who raised me.
That's a
from
good point.
Like raised me up. She went off to the army, and she like taught us how to fight and all this stuff because she was just that kind of chick. She was like a real tomboy's chick. So, anyways, fast forward, she go to the army. She's on base. She's dating this guy. This guy hits her, and if you know my cousin can like not play fight. She fight like a guy. I seen her fight
shit.
dudes, beat dudes up like. And
Shout out to your cousin.
Yeah, and she's not she's not a big woman.
She's
just,
what's her name on Friday too?
She's
She's
just
Muhammad
What's her
Ali's
name?
daughter.
She just-
What's her name?
her name?
The snacks chick.
Oh,
That Day scared of. She eat the snacks.
yes, I know who you're
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about. It's gonna
I
be
know.
a time.
Okay,
but
go ahead.
But I mean, in the neighborhood, dudes, I don't care how hard you was. Like she come and check your set. You yes, okay. You drop your head, show respect because you don't want to go there. So the dude, fast
Baby
forward,
D.
the dude,
Baby D, that's
Baby
it.
D.
the dude hits her.
Thanks, Mike.
She rides off. She beat the dude up. Everybody surprised because she like they say she get like beat him to the ground where she get over top. Bam, bam, bam. So he comes back.
Oh, is that how she does it?
Yeah, I seen her do it.
Jesus Christ.
So she comes.
She's
back.
an animal.
Right. She comes back. He comes back and shoots up the barracks, bro, and end up standing over her.
The boyfriend?
The boyfriend. He's in the army with her. End up standing over her, infinite clip in her face and her body.
Your cousin?
My cousin.
He killed her?
He killed her on the base. It's nothing ever been said about it. He went to jail and he did. He's in military jail. He went through the military, all that. When I went to the funeral, bro, you can see I was 13, bro.
Damn. R.I.P.
Where was this?
This happened in I forgot the base, but
But what state?
I was
You're
young.
13. Yeah.
But,
I'm so sorry, man.
But real talk, that's what I'm saying. With what he's saying, the stuff gets
and
swept
it's
under the
swept
rug.
under the rug.
Never not mentioned. The guy go to jail. He's never he got up for parole, but they we went and said on the behalf like the families that heard about it, they put him back in.
Yep.
So he never got out. But at the same time, this guy stood over her and he not only killed her, he killed another 2 people and wounded other people. And it never hit no news, no nothing.
What the fuck?
Because it's
Oh,
like
military's.
it happened on the
best at hiding
yeah.
shit. That's what they do.
It happened on the base, bro. It's like what
But
happened.
they're even killing out there?
Bro, I don't know. I'm just saying this happened.
But
to me
obviously, Vanessa,
personally.
I mean, and that's not the only, I mean,
Yeah.
Like he said, the military.
so it's even
is
getting dirty
good.
on everything. Everything's getting dirty. Guys,
It's not, but
But
this,
they're
bro,
not-
this
well-
happened. If I was 13, this happened like in the 90s.
It's handled by them. Like I said,
Yeah.
they incarcerated him. They handle it, and it's not for public view, basically,
right,
because
right,
they don't
right.
want to tarnish the image.
Image, right?
That's why homie from the
They're not getting set free, but then again, it's just not
we don't know about
public
it.
knowledge.
It's like
Yeah.
that's why homie from the admiral that he got fired because he let the world know about the coronavirus on the ship and everything like that.
yeah.
Is because the reason he got fired is not because he told, it was because he told the world.
Right.
Yeah.
If he would have kept it within them, the military handles everything. They're their
Right.
own little world.
Right, and that's exactly why it's illegal now to take pictures of coffins, of the American coffins that come back from the wars.
It's illegal.
You can't fucking publish them. You can't
I didn't
you
even
can't
know
show that. They made it. When did they rule that you couldn't do that? I think it was Obama era.
Do what?
Wow.
You can't take pictures of the coffins and report them. Fucking, they don't want you to see the soldiers coming back like that.
Yeah, that's
They don't want it because think about it. They could do it. They could do a thing. They could do their own military channel, dude, and say, "Look, man,
They do.
we'll do a 24 hour."
They have their own
called
offices.
Do,
Yeah,
do they,
AFN,
Do
yeah.
they announce all the soldiers that passed away? Every single one?
No.
Yeah, I don't know either.
They mentioned.
But that would be cool though. Like if you did it, but they probably don't because there's so many of them.
right, and that
And they don't
I mean,
want
and
you
then
to think because then
yeah.
you start getting against war and start to see the casualties and you're going, oh man,
But it
and then
goes-
it undesensitizes you.
Yeah.
Then you start going, this is fucking disturbing. There's so many fucking bodies. They don't stop every day. It's a whole fucking show full of new
It's
names.
disturbing to civilians, but war is for soldiers,
I
not
know.
for the public.
Look, but we all have mothers.
Yeah, and they're involved.
Yeah.
They're included. They know what's
Some
going
moms
on.
are out there.
To some extent.
Shout out to the moms out there serving the
shout out to
country.
the moms.
Shout out to everybody serving the
It's
country.
just like he said, they don't want to tarnish their image. So when you have like what happened with your cousin, when you have what happened with Shorty right now, and I apologize because I
Jesus
keep, I
Christ,
keep
man,
forgetting
what a
her name.
story, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Vanessa Gillen.
You know,
Yeah.
the thing about it is they don't want to tarnish their image, so they're gonna fall back. And just like he said, they have their own little world. They have their own police force. They have their own judicial system.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It stays within them, and it never becomes public.
Right.
Unless you get that
Absolutely.
one person that will come out and say, "Hey, this happened," and then of course it starts
And,
spreading.
that happens
and I
30
will say
years
this.
later.
I mean, I don't.
So is that intentional?
Yeah, of course.
But military justice is pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
You know, and they'll leave you out to dry. Example, we were in Japan, Okinawa, Japan. A Marine in another unit had raped a local Japanese girl, was incarcerated by the Japanese police, and the military said, you can have him.
Wow.
Now that was Naha prison. That's fish heads and rice. You're gonna fucking die.
You're
there.
dead. Yeah, you're fucking gone.
And they will hand your ass over.
Good
too.
for him, whoever that lieutenant or whatever it was that
I'm
did
just saying,
that.
Heads
they'll
and
hand you
rice, bro?
over. Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah, so it's
you
not
rape them, now I'm feeding you to them. You fucking deserve it.
It's loyalty when you're doing it the right way.
Right.
But the minute you go, that's why the military is so strict. The minute you go off course just a little bit,
We got detection.
and like he said, the military justice is a lot different than civilian justice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just like he said, the reason it
They still have
doesn't,
chain gangs.
yeah. You ever want to see a dope movie? Charlie Sheen and actually Martin Sheen, Cadence.
Okay.
It's I want to say maybe late 80s,
All right.
and it talks about him being in the military.
Okay.
He does something, he gets locked up, and he's put into a chain gang. And this chain gang is singing that song. That's the sound of the man working on the chain gang. Yo, it's a super dope movie. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
all right.
But he's
I'll check that out.
The military is like their own separate world.
Okay.
That and the thing, like he said, if I know he probably has more stories like that.
Oh, yeah, he's
But
got a
if
lot.
you got a bunch of military people and they started talking about what goes on in the military, think about the perception that us citizens are going to have of the military. It's going to discourage us. Like, damn, I don't want to join them.
Right.
I don't want to fight for my country now.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It'll make people against it.
But now on the other hand, they'll also cover up some scandalous dark shit. You know what I mean? On the
Gulf
wrong
of
side of
Tonkin,
on the
right.
wrong side of things.
Right.
You know, on all levels, just like in this
Well, it's
case,
business. Like if they have to, and I mean, if they fuck up, look,
because-
mistakes happen, man.
because
But the
this-
bad things that I don't like are when they fucking
But
plan.
let
the
me
bad
ask
things.
you, like in this particular case, they're not going to come out and admit they did anything wrong.
Oh no, never.
Exactly.
We gave everybody in Nicaragua syphilis to see if penicillin worked.
Wow.
Big.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just sad.
I don't even want to
It's sad for this girl.
Going down that road.
It's sad for this girl, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, for us, we're never going to know if she gets any justice because apparently homie committed suicide and allegedly because there is a suicide on record that somebody shot themselves in the back of the head twice. Figure that out.
Whoa.
And it was considered a suicide. They shot it. Yeah. Figure that out. So we're never going to know what's going to happen with that.
That's not possible, right, Mike? I mean, I'm just trying to figure
Yeah,
out the.
it's like falling on your knife backwards 17 times.
Yeah, it's not happening. You're
Yeah,
not shooting it.
if you don't kill yourself the first shot in the back of the head, you're not gonna shoot yourself in the back of the head again. You just shoot yourself up here. Or something.
Exactly. And listen, if you shoot yourself in the head once, there's a good chance you're not pulling the trigger a second time.
That's
Yeah,
true
yeah,
too. But
yeah.
I'm saying if you do happen, there are people that get shot in the fucking head.
And keep it moving.
Yeah, dude, there are.
But
But-
you know, homie allegedly,
rare, but it happens.
homie allegedly killed himself. They arrested the wife. They haven't released names, so the only one they released the name was of him. I don't know if it was his wife that got arrested, and somebody else got arrested for it.
So the dude, the dude that you're saying that done it allegedly died.
So they're saying that he's the one that did it.
That's the dude,
And
that
that's
was,
the one that committed suicide.
But had 2 shots.
And I'm
to the
throwing
back
up
of the
air
head.
quotes. No. The 2 shots to the head, that's something completely different.
Okay,
That's
okay.
something actually real, but not in this case.
Okay.
Homie's dead.
All right.
Arrest one person, arrest another person. And I guarantee, what's today's date? July 1st?
So,
Quote me July 1st.
July 2nd
Second.
today.
Oh, sorry. July
Yeah.
2nd. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been drinking some Hennessy, guys. Sorry.
It's all good. I said it was the 4th of July because I thought I was gonna put it out tomorrow.
And I
It's the
guarantee,
tomorrow.
I guarantee
it.
this
Fuck
case is going to disappear.
yeah.
Yes. Yes.
This is
I find that when you said that, I was like, "What?"
This is the last we
it
hear
made
of
a lot
The
of
military still has that.
The way you guys
privilege that
explain
they
it to
can-
me.
that they can say "fuck you," we handled it.
and they have those
Go away.
lawyers. They have those types
Hey,
of
bro.
lawyers that
Shut
are
the door.
Right.
By the
There's
time-
nothing
Listen,
to prove.
they're
By the-
protected by the Constitution.
And
of
by the
United
time the
States.
4th of July
Jesus
over with, this
Christ.
story be like you said. By the time the 4th of July over with, we got it, bro. You know how much shit you can kill in a 3-day weekend?
Yeah.
You know how much Americans forget in 3 days?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty funny, dude.
But rest in
It's
peace
not
to
funny,
Vanessa,
but
man.
it's fucking funny that you said it like that. You know what? You could kill in 3 fucking
Yeah,
days.
facts.
It's fucking true, man.
Rest in peace, Vanessa, man.
Rest in peace.
Shout out to
Hero of the-
all
Sorry,
veterans.
yeah, go through that.
Hero of the day is gonna be Vanessa, man. She got mistreated very bad, and she was serving. All she was doing was serving our fucking country, man, and paying her dues and actually putting in work, being a frontline motherfucker. And
Yeah.
we fucked up, and you know what?
We let her down.
We own this, as a nation, because we do have to start treating this like a platoon. If we're going to look at this inclusively and say, hey, hate is not acceptable, we're not going to like that shit. It's free speech, but hey, you'll be in your own fucking circle talking that bullshit.
Right.
We have to ride
It's
together.
un-American.
Yeah, we have to look at this situation and be the same way. We let this woman down. We got to be better as a nation together and start standing up for each other. So she's the hero of the day. And anybody else got anything to say?
Shout out Vanessa.
I got two quick things to say because we're about to hit 4th of July. So first thing I want to do is I want to wish my niece a happy 2nd birthday.
Happy birthday.
Gracie.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, baby. Hopefully my sister's gonna listen to this podcast. That's our little miracle baby. When she was born 2 months. My sister's baby was born 2 months premature. Was in the NICU for 45 days.
Wow.
And fighter.
Did you
And
name her
That's
Angel?
what's up, man.
no, the funny thing is her name is Grace.
Grace is even
That's
better.
even better.
You know what I
Even
mean?
better.
And here we are
For real.
going on her 2nd birthday, and she's a little spitfire.
yeah.
That's a
You know
special
what I
Yeah,
mean?
many more. Many
That's a
more.
special one.
And it sucks that I can't be in New York to celebrate it, but you know what? Happy birthday, baby. You know what I'm saying? Theo loves you. I'm going to keep your sneaker game on point.
Yes, sir. Yes,
And the other thing I want to say before we get out, my piece for the day is, salute all my veterans.
Yo.
Salute the ones that are no longer here.
Yo.
Salute the ones that are actually here. And you know what? I'm not going to sit here and say that I
I'ma
understand
dap
what
Tebow's
y'all
head
go
for that.
to. But you know what? The way veterans are treated in this country, we should all be ashamed.
We own that
because
too.
we're quick to say, oh, they're disrespecting the flag for our veterans, but do nothing for our veterans.
Right.
So you know what? I want to salute every single one,
For
especially.
yelling.
That's the best.
With that being said, definite shout out to all the soldiers, including Mike, man. Thanks for your service. We love you all the fallen, everybody standing. Whatever this is that we go through, you blindly go out and commit your justice in your life, and you lay it out all on the line, and we love you for that. We realize what the big message behind that is, and we stand firm with that opinion. So that's just facts, actually. So, Clement, you got anything?
Yeah, shout out to it. I got my brother and I have an uncle and a cousin and a few other family members.
Yo,
So,
shout them all out, man.
man, appreciate y'all.
Yeah. Mikey.
I just said I'm sorry for yelling.
You wouldn't be grumpy if you weren't yelling, man.
Hey, I don't want to do the Russell Simmons no more. So I'm just going to say thank y'all for coming out. Good night.
Facts.
Be a part of the Pride on the People's Network. Please subscribe.